Welcome to the Happiness Matters podcast, where we'll explore happiness at work and show you how to coach yourself to be happier there and more successful too, no matter what.
Hi everyone, I'm Julia Seal, and we're answering your questions from the previous episode 1.3, Where do you want to be? 10 out of 10. We're also sharing some of the comments that you've sent us about last week's material. Remember, if you want your question to be included in our Q&A podcast episodes, please post them into our Facebook coaching group at Happiness-Matters.coach. There's a new section on our website too, called Ask Julia, that you can post your questions directly to me there. This week's episode is a little shorter, as I'm away on a 5-day hike with no access to communication. I'm hiking Namibia's Fish River Canyon with my husband and my niece. The Fish River Canyon is the second largest canyon worldwide after the Grand Canyon in the United States. It's very, very, very hot, even in the middle of winter. Luckily for us this year, there is some water in the river, although it's not running, so at least we don't have to carry our drinking water. We'll be trekking about 90 kilometers through the 550-meter deep ravine and amongst rocks that are up to 2,000 million years old. We'll also be sleeping under the stars, one of my most favorite things, along with the scorpions and snakes. Not quite so favorite. This is definitely up the happiness ladder for me, resting and refilling my happiness reservoir. I will post photos on Facebook and on Instagram for you when I'm back. We'll start with a quick recap of the topics from last week as we ventured into the first of our happiness wisdom concepts, the happiness paradox. As I want to encourage you to take this into account as you create your 10 out of 10 future vision happiness, the goal of your coaching. So we've now started this visioning journey to discover your 10 out of 10 happy and successful at work, no matter what, in order to really understand where you want to be. What exactly do you mean when you say you want to be happy and successful at work? This is what we call your point B in coaching, the goal of your coaching with me. And we want to purposefully and intentionally define your vision of happiness and success at work. Do you have your free worksheet to support this part of your self-coaching? You can download it from our website, Happiness-Matters.coach. To help you with your future visioning, I suggest 2 possibility-expanding tools, brainstorming and vision boarding. I hope you've enjoyed trying these out to see what they've added to your 10 out of 10 definition. Is thinking out of the box helping you to dream big, to dream beyond what you think is currently possible in your life? How is the vision boarding helping you? Is it also encouraging you to think up the impossible and to give life to your dreams? I hope so. We also investigate how your future vision might be affected by the first of our happiness wisdom concepts, the happiness paradox. Have you discovered why and how to approach happiness from the side? How you might be able to pursue it indirectly? And why that's important? In other words, are you enjoying working out how to look at your 10 out of 10 out of the corner of your eye, so as to mitigate the effect of the happiness paradox? And to end off, I outline some academic frameworks of happiness and happiness at work to inform your 10 out of 10 vision, and to make very sure that your definition is not going to see you falling into the happiness paradox's trap. So I trust you had a lot of fun with some of my wild and silly examples from the session. Rainbows, Irish leprechauns, mnemonics of Roy G. Biv, and missing pots of gold. And I really hope I made you laugh out loud with my terrible singing of rainbows and unicorns. I am still laughing. I truly hope the earworm didn't stick with you too long too. Let's quickly review the coaching tool for you as well. The free coaching tool, Your Future Vision Worksheets, takes you on the step-by-step journey. So we go from your initial definition of 10 out of 10 happiness through the 3 wisdom concepts, and the first one we've talked about here, the happiness paradox. The others we'll cover in the next session, all the way through to a refined 10 out of 10 future vision, especially for you. This week, you're going through steps 1 to 5, and then in the next episode, you'll go through the remaining 5 steps. On the worksheet, I've also included some coaching questions for you at each stage, and I've included some links for you to help you out with the brainstorming and vision boarding activities. It will help you to go back and listen to last week's episode 1.3, as there's a lot of information there. It's not just about happiness as the ultimate currency or creative thinking for advertising campaigns. Now let's turn our conversation to examples, questions, and insights from you, our listeners. The most queries this week I've received from you are about the suggested academic frameworks for happiness. If you remember, I suggested incorporating various academic frameworks into your definition of 10 out of 10 happiness and success at work, your future vision work. The 4 frameworks we spoke about in episode 1.3 and episode 1.1 are PERMA, PERC, SPIRE, and Q12. Do not let this confuse you. The use of these frameworks is to ensure that your 10 out of 10 future vision is not limited or one-sided and based only on what you're finding difficult or unpleasant in your life right now. These definitions are only there to help you to create a definition that is expanded to include the wholeness of your life. The Happiness Matters coaching with me incorporates these academic frameworks as well as others. So if you coach along with me, you can be sure that your views on happiness and success at work will be robust and directly linked to the best of current academic research. If you want to talk to me directly about how these frameworks fit into your own happiness definition, I have set up some individual coaching sessions that you can book with me to specifically work on these podcast topics. Book via our website, Happiness-Matters.coach, and you can spend 45 minutes with me refining your future vision. These are open for booking now, and sessions will start as soon as I'm back from the Fish River Canyon. Some of the comments I've received from you include, I've got a lot more clarity about what happiness is for me now. This has got me thinking what I mean when I say I want to enjoy my job, and I'm still working out what this means for me. Julia, your singing is hilarious. I'm glad someone enjoyed it. The book you recommended in last week's show, The Complete Idiot's Guide to Vision Boarding, is so good. I think I understand the happiness paradox a bit better now. And from a London-based young woman yearning for her home in Botswana, I love the happiness wisdom you included from our African fabrics. Thank you so much for these comments. Please remember you can find us on Facebook, where we have a coaching group, especially to work together, at Happiness-Matters.coach. You can also find us on Instagram, Happiness-Matters.coach. And I am also on LinkedIn if you search for Julia Seal. We've recently set up a YouTube channel called Happiness-Matters.coach, which has the podcasts on it. But I've also included all the YouTube videos from each of our episodes so that you can easily go and find the links there. So things like Doug the Talking Dog, or Rainbows and Unicorns, or Mork and Mindy, you can find all of those on the YouTube channel. So there really is no better time to do this work together. I'll see you in episode 1.4 next, where we're digging deeper into your future vision with the 2 remaining happiness wisdom concepts, 50-50, and the hedonic treadmill. Bye for now from somewhere in the Fish River Canyon. Have a great week.
Thanks for joining us on this Happiness Matters podcast. Do join us again here next week on Tuesday. You can subscribe to this series at Apple Podcasts on iTunes, or you can sign up for it on our website, Happiness-Matters.coach. That's Happiness-Matters.coach. COACH. Also, you can join our conversation on Facebook by following us there. Our Facebook page is also Happiness-Matters.coach.